Hi everyone, it's time for another poor quality video. This time it's about best password to practice. And I just want to show you this from the Hive website. And it's just showing you, apparently, when it comes to passwords, length is everything. So password equals long, long, long. So just, yeah, just, yeah, just showing you here. So the number of characters, say all these ones can, because what happens when you have a password for a website, they turn it into a hash and same amount of digits, characters as you've got. So hashes. But what the hackers can do if they get in there, they can download the hash and they can take as long as they want to try and crack your password. They put it in a program, like John Ripper or something, brute force program. And so they can do all that online. It's not as if they've just got 3 chances to guess your password or something. So if you're looking here, if you've got numbers only, their brute force programs can get them instantly up to 11 characters if it's just numbers. Because when you think of numbers, there's only 10 numbers, so each character can only be 10 things. And if you think of a 4-digit number, you could probably do that yourself within an hour, going from 0000 to 9999. So you could probably even do that manually, never mind using a program. But they use programs. And up to 11 numbers, characters, that would be useless, really. Well, all of these would be useless. I mean, don't use numbers on their own. As you can see, 1 second, 5 seconds, 52 seconds, 9 minutes, 1 hour, 14 hours. I mean, 6 days is getting all right, but if you get your IP address, probably crack it and then come back onto that IP again. So a lot of people are always on nowadays, their connection. So none of them are safe, really, even updating characters. I would say the first one that I would say is safe is probably this one. 12 characters, upper and lowercase letters. But really you're wanting to get in this sort of territory, 53 years, 226 years. So really numbers, upper and lowercase letters and symbols. But you really want 12 characters at least, I would say. 226 years. But also remember that their programs get more powerful each year. So I mean, probably 10 years ago, a 9-character password would have probably, I don't know, would have been, I'm just guessing, like 3 days here or something like that, but it's 3 seconds. So, I mean, Google actually says you should use about 16 characters. I mean, if you were using numbers, upper and lowercase letters and symbols, that'd be 5 billion years here. So that's pretty good. I mean, your password doesn't, I mean, something like a password like, this is a great password, is better than XZ capital H 3 hash quotation mark, because something like that is going to be done instantly, basically, because that's 6 characters, even though it was numbers, upper and lower letters and symbols. A program nowadays would do that instantly at 6 characters. So something like this is a great password. I don't know how many that is. That's about 18 characters, I'd say. That would be like 481k years, but you could do to that, add 1 number, 1 symbol, add 1 upper number, then the program's got to go through the whole lot. And you're talking about 26 trillion years, according to Hive. But the thing about this is they talk about numbers, upper and lower letters and symbols. You only need to use 1 number and 1 symbol. And then that program, it has to do the whole lot. Because if you think of it, numbers, there can only be 10 per character. Lowercase letters, 26 character. Lowercase, you've got it at 52 per character. So that's pretty good. Still in here. It's not even any good until around about Numbers, upper and lowercase, how many is that? That's 52 plus 10, 62 different things, but even still, you're looking up to 9, you're looking at 2 hours, 9 characters. I mean, really, I would be wanting around about here, 53 years, 12 characters. I think this is from 2023, this chart, and this is according to Hive. I don't actually know what they do, I just found this really good graph, because I just wanted to show the length is everything, really. I mean, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is a fantastic password. If you put a letter in it, it's even better, or a number, a capital letter, and a symbol, even better. You're talking probably trillions of years then. But really, I think you want to be at 12 minimum nowadays, but not lowercase letters or just numbers. 12 minimum to get that with upper and lowercase letters. But really looking at this, I would go for 15, 27 years, even with lowercase letters. Yeah, that's the sort of thing. Google say you've run about 16 to 18 things now. I mean, you don't need to save all your passwords. You need to save the important ones like Google and a password manager. I mean, you can use a password manager nowadays and use it for all the ones that you don't really care about, make them really long, just use their autofill password generator thing, make them really long. You don't even need to remember them. But the ones like Google and anything important, you need to write them down because, and your password manager, you write that down because a lot of them do two-factor authentication nowadays, and if it does something like we're just sending this to your Gmail to check that it's you, and if you can't log into your Gmail because it's in your password manager, then you're really done. I mean, you might lose it, both those things completely. So you really need to write down your most important ones, but they don't need to be really complex, as I say. They don't need to be XZ, A, capital A, hash, the star. They don't need to be like that. They can basically let something like, this is a fantastic password. Maybe make a few spelling mistakes because they use dictionary attacks as well. Put in a capital letter somewhere, add a number, add a symbol. Some places talk about using passphrases now, and then you change the passphrase for each thing. I don't know about passphrase, but I agree with basing it on a passphrase, It doesn't even need to make sense. Maybe four character words, add in a number, a symbol, so I just wanted to show you you're using it under 11 nowadays. Well, I think you're very risky because the programs get faster each year. This is from Hive in 2023. I think Google say even more. But really, don't use numbers only. Lowercase is alright if you're up way high at 16, but why just leave it there? Just add in a number and a symbol, capital letters, and you get 5 billion years, So you should be at 16 characters at least anyway. And really, once you start doing it this way, you remember them easier because they make sense to you. It's not like you're doing a 12 character, like the way the password managers generate them, and you could never remember them. And a lot of them are maybe letters that you get confused with. Is that a 0 or an O, or a capital O? You don't want to get confused like that anyway. So that's my advice about the password managers. By the way, I forgot to say, I don't have a clue really. I'm just guessing. I did look in the Google Gemini, they said 16 characters, but I think length is the most important thing over everything else. Length, length, length. Long, long, long. Goodbye.